Hi everybody, it's Mockridge here, Ante and Postnatal Fitness Expert. I hope you're well. I'm just going to record a very short video for you in relation to stepping down onto the floor and moving around in bed. Perhaps if you've had a C-section, you're pregnant, or perhaps you're still recovering from birth. So if just sort of moving around in bed is quite painful on your C-section scar or on your back or your pelvis in any way, or you want to make sure that you are doing as little damage to your abdominal muscles when moving around as possible, then I'm showing you just a couple of hints and tips here. Now you see that I'm actually already down on the floor. The safest way actually to get back up to standing, and you would do exactly the same thing in reverse, is to go onto hands and knees and then take a step forwards, tuck your back toe under, and then come up to standing from there. So when you're returning back down onto the floor, it's down onto one knee first, other knee follows, then down onto hands and knees from there, okay? If you then wanted to perhaps go onto your back, so we'll kind of perhaps now assume that we're going to be getting into bed, but the same rule would apply if you wanted to do this on the floor. So you come onto the side of your bottom, and always approach something by the side really, because it's going to put as less tension, I suppose, really on the abdominals and the back. So knees and feet together. Just start walking the hands, as I say, underneath the shoulders, and then coming down onto your side. From there, if you wanted to move onto your back, so this would be applicable if you're lying in bed, for example, on the side, and then you want to move on to the other side. So you would keep your knees and feet together. Draw the core muscles and pelvic floor muscles in, then use the arms to slowly roll yourself over onto your back, okay? And then obviously to repeat that, to move over onto the other side, you would do exactly the same thing, rolling over, using the arms and keeping the knees as narrow as possible. Now, two things I'm going to explain now just in regards to putting as less pressure on the abdominals, particularly those new mums watching this. What I don't want you to ever do is actually sit up out of bed like this, or indeed roll yourself into bed like this, okay? The main reason is because it's putting a lot of pressure on the abdominals. Now the abdominals weaken and sometimes lengthen during pregnancy, so they are in a weakened sort of lax state. So we need to make sure that when we come back out of bed or we roll down onto our back, again we do the same thing in reverse. So we roll over, keeping the knees and feet together, using the arms, push the palms under the shoulders, and then obviously you then swing your legs around onto the floor if you're getting out of bed, for example. If from this position you wanted to then return back up to standing, slowly moving on to your hands and knees, and then you take a step forwards, tuck the back toe under, push into that front heel, and then you come up to standing from there, okay? So just a couple of little sort of hints and tips, I suppose, really on how to approach the floor, so how to step down to perhaps pick baby up. And also, if you're worried that you're putting pressure on your back or your abdominals when you're rolling around in bed, I've just given you just the safe sort of ways of moving yourself around as well. So I hope that's been of interest to you. Any questions at all about any of the content of this video, then please do get in touch with me, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks very much for watching.